If you're a fan of ancient Egypt, you might have heard about the Battle of Pelusium, where the Persians used cats as shields against the Egyptians, and the already confused Egyptians were reluctant to shoot their arrows because they were afraid of harming the cats. Pelusium was stormed successfully, and the Egyptians eventually lost the war because of that. The ancient Egyptians worshipped cats, and they had a goddess named Bastet, and cats were thought to be the physical form of the goddess. So if anyone, including royalty, injures, harm, or kill a cat, even by mistake, the punishment is death. The battle was a significant event that shaped the history of Egypt. But the use of cats in the battle may or may not really happen. It was claimed to happen by Polyaenus, a retired Macedonian general who was more interested in novelty than historical accuracy. And Herodotus, a Greek historian, made no mention of such a strategy being used. However, the love for cats by the Egyptians was very real, and as a consequence, you get such stories to show how fascinated some ancient historians were by the superstitions of later Egyptians. However, despite the inconclusiveness of the story, many people are citing it as the first form of psychological warfare. It's the same thing with the flaming pigs by the Romans. Some people believe that the Romans used to light pigs on fire and send them charging into enemy lines. Sounds very scary and brutal, but no physical archaeological evidence of burning pigs has been found. One of the well-known sources came from the same people who came up with the cats as shields, Polyaenus. Now the source came from Aelian, a Roman author and teacher who wrote that pigs are used to counter-war elephants since they're afraid of the pig's squeals. However, the process of coating pigs with flammable substances, setting them on fire, and managing to send them in the right direction, which is the enemy and not your own troops, is not easy and doubtable. Both of these works were also written several centuries after the events. No burnt pigs have been found at Roman military sites, and no depictions of the tactic seen in Roman art or sculpture. So the evidence is scant, but the possibility can't be entirely ruled out. The use of animals, or at least the idea of using them, underlines the darker side of human-animal relationships, illustrating how animals are used and exploited in the pursuit of human desires and conflicts, even though we're capable of being very loving to animals. Thank you.